Hello and welcome everybody into some Wednesday night racing action here with the Vigilante Racing League as they get their season number 6 all kicked on off here from Nashville Super Speedway. Drivers having a fun and challenging time getting this season started off at the 1 1/3 mile race circuit here tonight. What challenges will this season bring, and what challenges will this race bring? Man, we're just gonna have to sit back and watch and find on out as we head it on down. To start off the action, let's get it with the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And welcome back. As always, we have to say a huge thank you to the proud supporters of the Vigilante Racing League, such as Blue Fox Properties and Dave Mayberry. Give them a call at 520-850-4189 if you're looking to buy or sell a house in the Tucson, Arizona area or anywhere across the country. Be sure to go and give Dave a call because he gives out free consultations. You can't get free consultations these days, man. And he's going to let his 18 years of experience help you out getting yourself into that home of your dreams. As this housing market just gets crazier and crazier, be sure to get yourself a good quality realtor today. I am Alan Brown, and as always, I am joined by a few of my good friends. We even got a super full booth here tonight. Well, first thing starting off to my right hand side, Mr. Alan English, the brewmaster in general, helping us out up here, getting all locked and loaded. And here we go, Mr. English. New season, new starts for everybody. Means we get to crown a possibly new season champion by the end of this thing.
Yeah, man, clean slate. Here we are, Music City, one of the coolest tracks out there. Nashville Super Speedway races like no other kind of track. I guess the nearest thing I can kind of compare this to is maybe like a Miami, but it's slightly shorter, you know. But anyway, it's a great racetrack. We all love it when these guys race here. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, man, looking forward to see what happens in this new season. We've got a few new drivers out there as well. And just looking to see what everybody can do here. And great to be back here. Thanks so much to Greg Klein for filling in for me last night, and good to be back in the booth tonight.
And that indeed is down there on pit road. Our anger management specialist himself, Mr. Adam Turner. Adam, a whole lot of faces returning this season. Couple new faces joining the group as well. Man, I think this season's going to be a absolute blast down there.
Yeah, we're going to have to figure out who the new guys are and how they drive, but I guarantee you, if they picked them here, they went through a vetting process at Vigilante Racing League. They don't put up with the shenanigans and all this stuff. Perfect rules. This league, I think we're on season 6, and it has just gotten better and better and better. And what better place to celebrate than Nashville for the season opener season. It's America's birthday next week, you know. That's why I'm wearing the shirt. We the people are here to stand up and enjoy some racing tonight. I can't wait. This is going to be fun. We got a guest in the booth. This is going to be pretty cool. So I'll start. Huh?
Power to the people.
Yeah, exactly. I got some things to say about America. If y'all bear with me at some point. But thank you to all our service members out there. That's the number one thing right there. Past and present. So, start with the rules. 1 fast repair, 65% fuel. 4 total sets of tires, 13 incident points, you'll get a penalty. After that, you'll get another penalty. If you get 6 more incident points, there'll be no disqualifications. It's 70 degrees on the track. It's going to be nice and sticky, but this track is kind of tough and rough on the tires, so we'll see what goes down.
And that indeed, as we take a look here at tonight's race info, beautiful weather being had here under the lights of Nashville, so these drivers not having to contend with anything crazy here tonight, bringing us on down to tonight's key to the race. And this is where we bring in that special guest of Mr. Greg Klein here into the booth with us, man. Greg, glad to have you back here with us, but man, tonight's key, you got to grip it and rip it. This is a track that is all about sending it down there when you got the grip and managing that tire wear.
Yeah, I had so much fun last night. I'm back to do it again tonight. I wish I could be racing with these guys, but race rig was in the garage getting floors redone still. So next best thing is come up and hang with you guys and talk a little bit and talk racing and have some fun. This track, to me, I've never got a real good handle on it. The hardest part is coming off turn 4. That wall just comes up and grabs you pretty quick. You got to be real careful on that. These guys will be fine. They'll put on a good show, as Vigilante always does. I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be a great time.
Well, how about this, Greg? Since you're up here and you're on, I think you're on. What team are you on?
I'm on the Vigilante Force, man.
Okay, Vigilante Force. Why can't you give us the best? Oh, the best one. Can you give? Yeah, can we get some intel on what's the deal with?
Well, I mean, I can't give away any secrets on this. I've been sworn to secrecy on everything. So,
goodness.
I'm going to tell you they're ready. They're going to come out. They're going to put on a show, and we'll see where they end up.
How many wrecks is Dave Mayberry planning on causing tonight? Have you talked to him?
Well, he did say at least 4, but that's going to be kind of the over/under. We'll do some betting on that later.
Okay, all right. I'm just kidding, Dave.
Of course,
that's fun to come up here and give Dave some crap on that one. So,
oh, absolutely, yes. Qualifying comes to a close, which means we get to send it on down here to pit road, where these drivers are starting to line up for the first time here this season. Why is that? Okay, there we go. Everything's all locked in now. As we send it on down there for tonight's official starting grid. So let's tell everybody where their favorite driver is starting here tonight. As Canada's own Jack the Ripper Dixon in the 07 machine getting us started off here on pole position. The 27 of Timothy Pope starting to his outside there in second. 88 of the Silent Assassin Mike Adamson getting things started here tonight in third, with the Voodoo Witch Doctor himself, Mr. Ricky Wittenberg in the 55 machine, kicking it off here in fourth. You got the number 8 machine of Dylan Bryant, a little carryover from one of our other leagues, coming on over here for All-Star Racing. He's going to get that 8 machine started here tonight in fifth. 7 of Jonah Long in Team Tang, looking as strong as ever, getting things started off here in sixth. 7th will be the 18 of Andrew Player, as he's now no longer the reigning champion, so maybe the pressure is off that 18's machine's shoulders here just a little bit. The Chudzilla of the 84, Josh Bittner, getting things started here tonight in 8th, with the 23 of Sean McDonald, the other Canadian driver, getting us started here tonight in 9th. And speaking of 9th, the 99 of Albert Anderson, running out this field's top 10.
It's a new number, a new year for Albert Anderson there. I'm trying to change the look up a little bit. Row number 6 is going to look like this. The 14 of Dustin Eaton, that's Dustin with a Y, is going to be on the inside. The outside will be Jeremiah Burke in the 53. The 013 Pizza Man, Brayton Laster will be on the inside of row 7. On the outside, George Rincon in the 28. Let's see. Row number 8 is going to be Austin Paul and Jess Vault, the 3 and the 33, respectively. Row number 9 is going to be Kyle Vaught in the 16, the rookie this year. Big talk coming out of Kyle. Hope he can deliver here. I know he's a new guy, but we're really glad to have him. And the 82 of Michael Everidge rounds out the top 18. Let's see. We got Kelly Keel and Dave the Gambler Mayberry making up row number 10.
Yeah, 49, David L. Kelly. He'll start 21st. Jonathan Osborne in 81 truck, 22nd. Number 10, Andrew Cawthon, 23rd. 72, Chandler Paul, Chandler Man, 24th. Number 1, David Fight, 25th. Dion Jones in that Ford truck, 26th. Larry Dickerson in the 69. He'll start 27th. 98, Michael Taylor starts 28th. Robert Shipman in the 58, 29th position. 085, Greg Dobson. I believe he's another Canadian friend out there, 30th. John Gallagher in the 123, 31st. Chad McCabe in the 11, 32nd. Russ Endicott, 57. He'll start 33rd. And our man, sponsor truck, number 13, Earl Evans in that awesome paint scheme.
At that, indeed, as the pace car trickles on down onto pit road, which means for the first time here in the new season, we go to that Geico restart zone and we go green flag racing here in season number 6 as the 07 and the 27 send it off down there side by side. The 88 of Adamson trying to trickle in line there as well. That bottom line getting a great run out of that corner, so a good start there for the 07. Oh, the 88 squeezing up the track, almost getting into that 27 of Timothy Pope, the former teammates working against each other here tonight as the 84 Josh Bittner gets split up 3 ways to Sunday there down through the middle as the 18 and the 7 split him in 2 down the middle as everybody trickles down in across the line, completing lap number 1.
Got a little bit of jockeying around here in about the 10th position. These guys were side by side and a little bit of contact between a couple of trucks, but they were able to sort it out.
Yeah, really good racing side by side right now. Greg, you're the driver in this league. They're 3 wide with Anderson. What are you thinking this early in the race? Do you trying to gain positions?
The best time to gain positions is on fresh tires, obviously, but if you burn them up here, then they're going to go right back by you as soon as the tires wear. So, I mean, it's however you want to drive it. Are you going to save your tires and have some later on? Or are you going to get aggressive and try to make as many spots as you can? That's going to be up to each individual driver and how they decide to race.
Yeah, speaking of deciding how to race, the 33 machine of Jess Vaught changing up from the green. He's now racing the orange here this evening, trying to get that machine all up to speed and cut through his way through the field. Oh, as it looks like Chad McCabe having a little bit of an issue down there, taking a quick trip off the race circuit. Chad making his comeback here this year.
Well, we've got some viewers out there on the YouTube and some chatters in the chat. Thank you, Taylor Provax, for joining us. Looking forward to a great season. Shout out Vigilante Force. Bring on the Heat 33. Let's see. Also cheering for Team Ain't Dead Yet. And Taylor's Honey. Kyle Vaught in the 16. And then Brandon Pagano saying, let's go, Kyle Vaught. So, new driver out here, fellas, and some new fans. At least in Brandon. I know Taylor's been here for a while, but welcome Brandon as well. Don't forget, folks, hit the thumbs up button for us and subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. 415 subscribers strong, thanks to all of you out there. So thank you all so much for supporting us.
Yeah, we need more. That way y'all can reach the skies. We gotta get Bill Gates off the internet. We need to destroy him.
The sky. What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Reach for the sky, man. We need like 5 million viewers, man. I want to be TikTok famous. I want to have bank, man. I want to watch these races.
I want to drive a Range Rover.
Exactly. But no, hit the buttons. It helps the leagues out and stuff. They get people interested, and this really is probably is my favorite league to do, just because they're so organized. Greg, and you can probably talk about that. They really have kind of honed in on how they're doing things, and I really love the fact they followed the NASCAR schedule, man. That does a really good job.
Yeah, and Jess and Lori spend so much time doing this, and I mean, I can't thank them enough for the way they put this thing together and make it, fun for everybody to race. Stick to the rules, don't let them get out of hand. Man, it's a labor of love for them, and I know they enjoy it, and I know they have fun doing this. But it takes a lot of time to keep it together like this.
Meanwhile, here up at the front of this pack, got that new leader, the 88 of Adamson, slipping his way around that 07 of Jack Dixon. Looks like maybe his tires are starting to hurt already, and filtering on back through this field. Dylan Bryant looking very strong in his rookie opener here in the Vigilante Racing League, trying to run down that 88 machine. Meanwhile, here we go, 3 wide with Josh Bittner, Jonah Long, and Jack Dixon here. Jonah's being squeezed. All the 84 trickling up the track, a little door-to-door action. He's going to have a little bit of pink left over on that Chudzilla machine.
Yeah, Jonah Long has a fan out there, Bill Payne Guide Service, saying, let's get it, Jonah Long. He's currently sitting in 3rd position in that 7 truck.
Like a fishing guide?
He slipped to 5th. I'm sorry.
Is he a fishing guide, hunting guide? You know I'm into this type of stuff. Glad to have you out
He's
here.
a fishing guide.
Ooh, I'd love to see some of that.
We can check in on Dave the Gambler Mayberry, too. He's dropped 4 positions, and what did we really expect?
Oh.
I say that with love as a teammate, because man, he's a lot of fun on the radio, but it's a lot of fun to mess with him and tease him. So yeah, I will bring it out every once in a while when I'm up here.
Oh, great! You can tease him all you want, but in those final probably 6 or 7 races of the season last season, he had an average finish inside of that top 10. So he was definitely starting to bring it on around, and I think he's trying to hope that luck to carry him on over here. Currently in that 24 spot, but we still got a long way of racing yet to go.
Well, I bet he's in tire saving mode right now. We'll see if he comes back up to the field here in a little bit once everybody wears their stuff out, and hopefully he's saving his.
Player goes down really low down the track, almost contacting the 55. 55 kind of like wiggles out of the way. He's trying to keep his distance, but Player and Wittenberg trading a little pain out there.
Yeah. And right here in 11th, 10th, Sean McDonald, Eden, they're going after it too. We got some really nice battles. It's single filing out of touch, but there's still a lot of racing. Look at the 28, George Rincon trying to take over McDonald, man. Really good 2-wide racing now. It's kind of squeezing back together.
It's going to be one of those things where these drivers are going to get a little bit of a run and then break out for that 2-wide, maybe trying to make that pass. But again, man, just tire wear is going to be absolutely critical here tonight as these drivers continue to make their way around. And of course, normally for season openers, we typically see people open up with tracks at, like Daytona or Talladega, a super speedway where people just get used to racing around each other, plate track racing, do a little bit of bump drafting, trying to work together and whatnot. But here, following that real life NASCAR schedule, man, it's they're at a very difficult track to get this season started off.
Yeah, with this schedule, like they run it, you can't really pick and choose. Well, I want to put this track on the schedule, this track on the schedule. No, man, the admins are bound to the variety that NASCAR throws out there as far as track choice, and they all have to run it.
Well, there's going to be a lot of variety next week. Next week's Chicago Street Course, and I don't know.
Oh, the 28's going around.
We got a wreck.
28. Oh, Cone was in the middle of that one.
Oh, and
Gil got into that one.
Yeah, Sean McDonald in the 23 machine as well gets snagged up into that one as we got our first caution of the evening.
Now, I don't want to say it. They probably would have hit anyway, but 28 and the 23 looks like net code. Just a touch of net code that.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're talking about there.
Yeah.
And then just off, man, poor Albert getting snagged up in it. Same thing with the 82 machine getting caught up in it. The 10 of Andrew Cawthon. You see the 72 of Chan the Man down there getting caught up in it as well. But got some definite carnage going on out there. I think the Or Dion Jones was able to get things all woed on up. Let's go ahead and take a ride here from his rooftop camera and see what we can see as he was coming out of turn number 4. Or, excuse me, turn number 2, not turn number 4. I just slowed it on down. You can see the carnage laid to waste right there in front of him. But
Crazy Mom 305 and Allison Mulkey both here pulling for Jonah Long in the 7.
Team Tang as well. Well, I mean, we got good 16 laps in pretty clean, and that was netcode, but you know, I think it might have. They were probably going to hit anyway.
But when the netcode happens, it's such an exaggerated physics thing. It you know, it's a lot worse than it would have been if they would have just touched.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it didn't give you the chance to recover from it without crashing everybody. So
Yeah, they were lined up kind of like the old pit maneuver, so just one of those things. The racing incident, they were racing hard. Nobody had any ill intent, although I wish they would have. Then we could have that cage match. I always want to have a cage match. We were talking about that last night, Greg, where we could build it into the iRacing simulator where we just have a battle after the race and just kind of duke it out.
I don't want the battle after the race. I want it during the race. You wreck out and you both go to a cage in the infield and just duke it out.
Even better. Like, that'd be something to do during the intermission. Like, while they're doing these pace laps, we just have a fight in the middle.
Or while they're fixing your truck. You know, they're fixing your truck. You guys are fighting. I don't see a problem with this. It works for me.
It's like Hunger Games. There's a pile of weapons in the middle, and they both run to it and choose a weapon, an axe handle or tire tool or crowbar or something. Then they go at it.
Well, I've never seen that video game. I've never seen that video game you're talking about, but
it's a movie.
What I would be eating hot dogs right there in the infield with like a cold beer, watching, and
you're not going to win with a hot dog.
Well, I'm watching.
You've never seen the Hunger Game movies?
I thought that was a video game.
Oh, that's a series of movies. You should watch that one. It's
and books,
very
but
interesting.
you don't know how to read them, so
Yeah,
I'm not even mentioning the books.
Don't even start, boys. You know that ain't gonna happen. All right, I'll have to check that out. I thought it was for like teenage girls or something to watch.
I mean, basically, yeah.
Oh, then okay.
It's pretty much for everybody to watch.
Okay.
This is fun.
It's
so
so fun.
Greg is here.
I know, it takes the pressure off, you know. I'm gonna try to find us a Florida man story at some point, Greg. So we'll get to that.
You're gonna have to. That's kind of required tonight. Because we mentioned it last night. You've had 24 hours to get this done.
I know, but I have this thing called a job. There's jobs. This isn't my full-time job, believe it or not. I wish it was.
Don't act like you got a full-time job. You just admitted to us that you were out there in the pool today.
Okay, well, I mean, it's like semi-retirement,
Just
guys,
today.
but come on.
Just
All right,
during
I'll
the
find
day.
some for us. Oh, don't give away the trade secrets over here. I don't want anybody knowing.
Well, either way, as we get lined back up side by side here, a good sizable margin of this field came on down, taking at least some fuel. Did see some tire pit stops and some maybe damaged pit stops there as well, but our top 12 drivers did not come on down to pit lane, which is going to leave us with the 88 and the 8, getting things started off side by side here with the 07 and the 7 right behind them. Jonathan Osborne in the 81 machine, as well as that 99 of Albert Anderson, getting it kicked off here inside of this top 10, as well as that pace truck peels off down onto pit road. And here we go, getting all up and ready once again, heading on down to that green flag, and away we go. Side by side, they trundled down into turns 1 and 2. A good start there for the 88 machine, but the 8 still battling as hard as ever, trying to get that nose up underneath the 88, which he does. So they're going to go side by side battling for this race lead. The 07 and the 7 continuing to battle here in the background, as well as the 69 of Larry Dickerson continues to move up this field. trying to get that Engelman car on up there. You can see the number 13 Bad Luck Earl Evans machine driving around.
About to see what 16-lap newer tires can do here. As these guys get up to speed and start spacing out, you're going to start seeing some passes. Like we're already seeing some here in the mid-pack.
Problem being, the guys that took tires here, they're one set short of tires. So come the end of this thing, are they going to have anything left to be able to race with?
Oh, true that.
And indeed, as we got the driver camera of the 13 Earl Evans on up here, again being forced by the law to shave his beard. He's work forced him to shave his big old beard there. It was sad.
Really?
Rest in Pierce Beardo.
What happened? Is he like on community supervision or something? I mean, why is he having to shave his beard? It was so epic.
It was something for training, and he wouldn't have needed to. But it turns out he didn't need to because the equipment they needed wasn't there. So it was
SCBAs.
yeah, something like that. It's a 085 Greg Dobson as well, one of Canada's drivers, joining us from up there in that near Toronto area. Kind of towards the tail end of this field, but keeping the truck clean.
They still got those fires going or something. There's a lot of smoke. Something's happening up there. I don't know what the CIA's up to, but y'all be careful up there in Canada.
Aliens.
Well, you know, Brian, we'll be in Canada next May, so.
Yeah, I think their fires will be done by then. The snow should snuff it out.
You never know.
It'll be something else, you know. That's right. Y'all are going on a fancy cruise. That'll be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Cruise to Canada?
Well, cruise from Canada.
Are y'all going to visit like where they did the Trailer Park Boys and all that?
That's on the other side of Canada.
Well, I don't know what side they're on.
We're going to
best-
Alaska, so figure that one out.
Okay, the other side, I guess.
The other side. Everybody knows that.
Side. Hey!
Yeah. The Canadians, Trailer Park Boys are on the other side, eh?
Nova Scotia.
Great
Newfoundland.
series if you could ever get a hold of it on your Netflix devices. Man, a lot of racing, Brown. Really interesting stuff happening out there.
That there is a 14, Dustin Eaton, trying to get that Tang machine to move on up. He's up to 10th there after taking that round of pit stops. Looks like he took fuel only. Haven't really seen anybody who did take tires there on that first stop really do any movement yet. Again, really not a whole lot of people did take those tires, so I think it was mainly just fuel and maybe some damage getting fixed on up down there on pit road as Anderson tries to challenge that number 7 of Jonah Long.
One great thing you see once again from this VRL league is a big truck count out there. 34 trucks in the field to start this thing tonight. Let's see if we can get 34 finishers.
Well, some have already used their fast repair, so we will have to see how careful they are for the rest of the race.
Yeah.
That could be a no-go at that point.
Is this track? I mean, I always thought it did, but now we have a driver here. Does it eat your tires because of that hard concrete surface and the low banking? Is that what's going on? Does it really tear your tires up?
Yeah. Concrete tracks, in general, I think eat up tires a little more than asphalt tracks do. Especially on how many banking to really rely on to keep the truck under you.
Well, how about this? We had the warnings being put into the Discord that, something may happen here. We got father and son, Kyle and Jess Vaught, being nose to tail here. Actually, the 16 of Kyle Vaught picking up the spot, but he did take tires on that first pit stop, so easily driving around that 33 of his dad.
Well, I don't know about easily, but that might come back to haunt him later.
Maybe short-lived, yeah.
I'm wondering what's going on with those two, because I don't think Dad's going to let his son beat him. He's just toying with him probably at the moment.
Yeah, there's some
seems very
shenanigans going on.
Yeah, I think they're going to be super competitive. Come on, son, follow me. I'll show you how to do this. And then, oh, wait, you're not as good as me. Here you go. Shoo.
Be a good
Dad.
photo op. They can go back and take a good screenshot of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I bet Jess will be burning his way to the front at some point here.
Well, I'm betting if Kyle gets up by Dave, Dave will find a way to wreck him, just for general purpose.
Goodness gracious. This is your teammate. I hate to see what you do. Talk
Yeah,
about
our
your
league
enemies.
sponsor.
Oh, you should hear what I say to him when he's in the same channel as me on Discord.
Well, in Dave's defense, right, if you look at it like hockey, you got to go out there and hit them, man. You got to set the tone. You got to let them know who's boss, whose ice rink it is, you know.
Establish
Right.
dominance.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I'm talking about. Let's get some of that going.
Meanwhile, the 88 of Adamson starting to just drive off into the sunset here. 7 of Jonah Long back here about 2 seconds behind that 88 machine with the 8 all over that back bumper. As the 8 and the 69 starting to team back on up, especially with Albert Anderson there as well. So a big chunk of that all-star racing team out here looking very strong inside of this top 10 right now. You also got David fighting the one machine, having a pretty good battle with the 84 of Josh Bittner. The 18 Andrew Player starting to edge his way on up there as well.
I think I heard some arguing on the radio. I don't know what that was about. That's pretty fun. I have to do some research on that one.
It was just some friendly back and forth. Oh, I got somebody.
Osborne hit the wall a little bit. That's gonna hurt some.
And getting his Nashville stripe here tonight.
He's been running pretty well. I mean, he's been in the top 10 here.
I guess as
Like,
Brayden
everybody's on
Laster.
lead line.
Brayden Laster's in 25th. He's dropped a bunch, but did he? I guess was he Team Orangutan last season? Looks like he is this year. If he wasn't, joined up, ganged up. He's on the Orangutan gang.
I mean, I tell you, I'm in this league and I have no idea who's on what team right
Yeah.
now. So I've still got to do some
Yeah.
research on that.
I do like how some of the teams have specific paints for the teams. That's really cool. Like if you look at Braden's truck, you can tell he's Team
Yeah,
Orangutan
paint
just
on
by the well, no, I think his helmet does though. I'm
Well,
not
Team
quite
Force,
sure.
you look at their paint jobs, all brand new paint jobs this year. They're all looking really, really, really special.
Are you talking about your team? The
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, look at our paints. These are
Okay.
brand new this season, and I think they look fantastic. They
Okay.
did a great job with those. I mean, I wish I could claim I did it, but I didn't do
Well,
that one.
you're a pretty decent car painter yourself. That's for sure. We know that.
I don't know about decent, but I mean, I know how to make them look somewhat manageable. They don't make your eyes bleed.
And Timothy Pope, one of our guys that started up here at the front, kind of struggling here in the mid-pack. Whole bunch of traffic around him. He's trying to find a way to get around that 55 of Wittenberg right now.
The team ain't dead yet.
Yep. .123, John Gallagher back out here in action here once again as well, trying to find his way up through some of this traffic. He's going to filter down into line right behind that 10 Andrew Cawthon, making up some good spots here, trying to get inside of that top 15 here. As we're here at lap 38 of 113. Again, we will have that stage break at the completion of lap 57. So 57 going on to 58.
Gallagher was watching the 18 and 10 battle in front of him, but the 18, he must be kind of trying to manage tires, and he's just kind of taking it easy. He didn't fight the 123 much as he takes the position. Well, a little crossover here. Let's see if the 18 takes it back.
As it 88 trickles on down into pit road. Same thing with the 81. So I think maybe fuel strategy is starting to come on out. I wonder if these drivers that pitted back on laps 16 through 18, I wonder if they can make it here on fuel to the end of this stage, which is coming up in about 17 or so laps. Kelly Keel and Jack Dixon going side by side here.
I wish I would have had time to, get on the track and kind of get a fuel run together and see how long
Yellow's
it would take.
out.
But
Ooh, yellow's out.
And the man.
Ooh, and I think Chad McCabe having a little bit of an issue there. Yeah, it looks like 72. Oh, 72 just getting that quarter panel there of the 11, who does a pretty good job trying to save that thing. Does end up taking a quick little trip down through the infield grass, but for the most part able to get it all locked on in. And oh man, some of these drivers that were down there on pit road, this is what they did not want to see.
Albert Anderson, one of those drivers.
Ooh, and that one started off as netcode too. Ugh.
That's another netcode, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
They got to get this netcode fixed on these trucks. It seems to be worse on the trucks than any other vehicle on the service. So they've still got some work to do on that one.
I think they've gotten better, but yeah, right now it's not as good as the other, especially the next gen and all that stuff. I'm not sure what they have to do. We'll just have to protest. That's what they do. Kids do nowadays. Just go to Boston to the iRacing headquarters. So we'll have like a protest, and then we'll eat some vegan food and show some signs. It's going to be pretty cool. They'll learn what we're mad about, because we're going to be out there.
Yeah,
with all our protesting.
Well, you go to Boston, you're eating clam chowder. You're not eating vegan stuff.
No,
you're picking California.
No, well, if we're going to protest, I mean, you might as well do the protest.
You're in Boston, and you're not throwing tea into the harbor. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
throw tea in the harbor, eat some baked beans, some clam chowder, and that is your trip to Boston right there.
Amen.
Well, while y'all
Bill Burr.
While y'all discuss your future plans of dissension, let's go ahead and talk to one of these drivers out here. And what better way to get it started off for this season is talk with one of these rookies and the ain't dead yet new member, Mr. Kyle Vaught, getting things restarted here up at the front, having an interesting pit strategy here. Looks like a whole bunch of people coming on down pit road back there at lap 16 on that last caution here. Kyle, does this new caution start to maybe throw a wrench into your game plans in this first stage?
Man, I'm the rookie, and I just listen to Ricky. And looking at our fuel, man, I think we can make it, and I think I'll be all right.
Well, good luck out there, man. We're glad to have you here in the VRL. I know you've been a fan for a long time, pulling for your pop out there, and it's good to see you out there on the track finally. Good luck to you.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, excited to be here. Thanks for all you guys do. Y'all really the reason I started doing this, watching y'all on Wednesdays, and I didn't want to watch anymore, So, yeah, glad to be here, having fun.
Now, how good did it feel to pass your dad?
Oh, man, you have no idea. He was right in front of me, and I was like, oh, I just want to get by him so bad, and I don't think he got new tires, and I did, so that I was able to just cruise through most of the people just for that simple fact, And yeah, I was trying to be as clean as possible and not wreck him. I'm 32 years old, but I think he can still ground me. So yeah, just trying to be clean.
Oh, Turner.
Awesome job.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. No, I just wanted to. Yeah, awesome job. Good to see you out here. We're glad to have you. So good luck the rest of the way, and see if we can beat that old man tonight.
No, I'm gonna try. I'm really trying to beat Mayberry. That's the big one,
That's like a trend around here, apparently.
Oh, definitely.
It's trending.
No, all love to Mayberry. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thanks, and hope it's a fun race to watch so far.
But get Kyle back down there to his ain't dead yet team members as we get locked and loaded back to side by side here. He's going to have another one of those team members restarting here to his outside, the 84 of Josh Bittner, getting things all kicked on off. Haven't seen Peyton out here, so hopefully she's maybe bumming around doing a little bit of silent watching.
Might be just kind of stalking the page here tonight, maybe.
We need to everybody to just liven up, man. This is the season opener here. Let's get this thing started. I think we're gonna have a competition caution here fairly shortly if they can make it to, I guess, around 57. So that'll be a good little shootout coming up.
A little bit longer than 10 laps here as the pace truck peels off down onto pit road, and we go back to green flag racing here with the 16 lined up beside that 84, and away we go. Oh man, look at all that Ain't Dead Yet team members. The 16, the 84, the 27, the 55, they're all up in there in that is, oh, gosh darn it.
Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on. It's stream's trying to get back around. I think we're good.
Alrighty.
I think we're good. That was a cluster moment there for a second, freaking out. But either way, we're still green flag racing here. Bittner able to make it around his teammates there. The 27 of Pope as well, trying to get back up here to the front. Meanwhile, the 8 of Dylan Bryant trying to filter his way around the 55 machine, which he just
Wrecking. Greg Dobson in the wall. We're still green here, though.
as
Parts flying around on the track, bumpers.
yeah, you can see his front clip just being held on by momentum here, and there it goes, finally falling off as he gets up into that outside wall one more time. Oh man, that thing is definitely dealing with some suspension damage or something as the field gets all checked up back around him here.
Yeah, no cautions for debris out here. Kate McGowan is here. She says, I am here and I'm ready to liven this place up. Thank you for being here.
So some unfortunate luck there for the 085 of Dobson, who was having a pretty good run here thus far. But again, we'll get it re-racked here at the right around that halfway point, so he's not going to hopefully lose out too much positions here, especially if that fast repair is still available to him. You got the 7 of Jonah Long trying to take it 3 wide here between the 16 and the 55, scooting right down the middle, which he's at least able to get one position. Doesn't look like he was able to get both, as the 33 of Jesfot, he's just doing the too soon junior and drives right back around the 16 machine.
Starting to get livened up. Guess getting close to the stage cautions for everybody trying to get the stage points, and it's getting to be pretty exciting right now.
Yeah,
Greg, that mattered a lot, didn't it? Last
they're
season?
getting aggressive.
Right, stage points can be make or break. You need every point you can get with this group of drivers. I mean, these guys are good. So any advantage you can get that way with stage points, I mean, that's critical to making the playoffs.
As the side-by-side race in action continues, almost some contact there between the 69 and the 55. Here comes Dave Mayberry, Jeremiah Burke as well.
Oh,
23 and the 53 trading some pain out there. Or 29 and 53.
yeah. Mayberry probably needs a new set of shorts now.
Code Brown.
Ooh, Osborne getting up into the mix as well, as we've been cycling through a 3-wide situation down there inside of this mid-pack. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, these guys are going at it. This is so much fun to watch.
Adam, is it time for some fights? I know we're getting close here now.
Well, there's probably some people just a little bit angry, but they're holding their tongue because some of them, don't want to get banned from the league just yet. This is the first race of this season, so
Sure.
probably. Here we go. They're probably just hanging out, waiting for the fight to happen.
So they came back down across the line. About 7 laps left to go here in the opening stage here at Nashville Super Speedway. Some good fights being had all over the racetrack, even back here in 24th, where Albert Anderson trying to fight his way back up through this field and gets around the 1 of David Fight. You can see there also the 82 of Mike Everidge, and he's got some teammate action back here as well with the 3 of Austin Paul, the Rubber Ducky Man, trying to catch on up and try to get a good finish here tonight.
John Gallagher in the 123 is up 21 spots in 10th position. It's kind of fight for 10th
3
position.
wide there too.
Woo! Rough.
These guys are going at it.
Jess Vaught seemed to work his way up front, didn't he?
Yeah, up 15 spots from the start. Your new leader.
Yeah, and again, that's when, the difference between taking tires when Kyle Vaughn, the rest of the field did back there on lap 16 compared to, it's the 18 doing a little bit of a side shuffle there, trying to avoid some contact with the 123. But Jess Vaught on that last restart, or last caution there on lap 40, taking those fresh tires then, so he's on some good fresh rubber and able to scoot his way right through this field. You also got the 10 of Andrew Cawthon trying with some of that new rubber filter his way on up through this field as well, or at least get up to where that 18 Andrew Player is there in 10th.
Now, is anybody really surprised that somehow Jess Vaught made his way to the front?
I'm not surprised by that. I'm also not surprised that Kelly Keel is at 13 spots. He's trying to break into the top 5 right now.
Yeah, Kelly's a heck of a driver. Sometimes he's not the best qualifier, so you think he's not going to have a great race, and he always ends up towards the front.
He likes passing other trucks. I think that's what he likes doing.
And it reminds me of one of their other teammates, Dustin O'Reilly, who would, if you're around him at a plate track, man, you've got probably a 75% chance of maybe possibly winning that thing, as he's one of the best pushers in the game and a fantastic plate driver in general. But he's just one of those guys that he just likes to pass people. He's very conscious aggressive, not aggressive when he doesn't need to be. And I think that also alludes to his real-life dirt racing experience, which is, I think, why he's taking a little bit of a break here during the summer months, because he's got a real-life race car to get to.
Yeah, we got to admit, the real-life car would be a lot more fun.
Oh, 100%. As the 33 machine heads on down across the line, that yellow and white flag is waving, so this is the final lap here of stage number 1 of 13 of Earl Evans, having a good battle here with the 58 of Robert Chipman, trying to filter their way on up through this field here as well. And just a reminder, the caution's going to be thrown pretty much right when Jess Vaught crosses that line. So this battle for 10th that's been going on, man, it's going to be a tight one as Jess makes his way on down through turns 3 and 4, back across the line. And there we have it. It's the stage break, and it will be the 10 of Cawthon picking up, I believe, just barely that position.
Yep, he picked it up by about 1/10 of a second there.
Whew. Oh, some good racing here in this field.
Yeah, this has been a really, really, really fun race so far. These guys have been going at it nonstop since the green flag dropped.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less, with a race like this, first race of the season. Everybody's trying to make their name, get themselves set up for the, playoffs this year.
So who's not coming down right now for a full tank of fuel and 4 tires? I think everybody would be, wouldn't they?
I would say everybody should be coming down, get a full pit stop.
Strategy is going to mean more later on down the road here. We get closer to the end of this deal, but right here at halfway, I think there ain't no doubt. I think everybody's coming down. I think y'all are right.
Yeah.
Oh, here in a few seconds.
Oh, that we most definitely will. And as the 33 tries to guide this train on in, I think it's the people stuck a lap down right now that are staying on out, maybe trying to either get their lap back or pit's just not quite open for them yet. But you can see everybody all filtering down in this. Man, this is a brutally slow pit road down here. I think speed limit's 55? Oof.
45, yeah.
45, oh my goodness.
I mean, you've been racing. Every pit road feels brutally slow.
After a lot of green flag laps, yeah, I could imagine. Some great speeds out there. Jeremiah Burke's still your fastest lap out there so far this race at 29.907. Not sure anybody's going to match that. I think he's the only guy in the 29s even out there. But it's not about the fastest lap. It's about consistency. And I think a lot of these drivers understand that.
Yeah, one lap isn't going to make the whole race. I mean, you can rip some of those fast laps to get up in qualifying and stuff, but it's definitely being consistent, not wearing your tires down. So
But you can't win it in one lap, but you can sure lose it in one lap.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
good. That's a good way to think about it there.
That's
true.
racing wisdom right there.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee indeed, as the 57 Russ Endicott electing to stay on out here from that lap 40 pit stop. So he is going to be your leader.
What is Russ doing?
Russ is doing Russ things.
Russ is doing Russ things. Hey, man, he's going to get a point for leading a lap here, which may help him later on down the road in the season.
Yeah, but there's no way he can maintain that lead.
I was going to ask you, Greg, what's going to happen here on the restart? Is everybody looking at the relative right now going, oh, okay, well, here's what we got to do. We got to try to get around the 57 here, and is he going to go high? Is he going to go low? What's he going to do?
I think that's what everybody's trying to figure out is where is he going to be, because he's going to be slow with the old tires. So,
as Brandon Pagano got a great question out there. He's trying to buy a PC controller for racing and truck sim, also on a cheap budget. Anyone in chat got any recommendations? Well, Brandon, I know for a fact that Best Buy's got a deal going on those Logitech G920s right now. That's looking pretty sweet, man. Those things are a pretty solid wheel and pedal combo.
That's a great starter wheel. That's what I had for a long time.
I had a Logitech too, and when I upgraded to that Thrustmaster T300, that was like night and day. And it has a clutch pedal, so it's all about how much you want to put in and how committed you are to doing it. But if you want something with a clutch pedal, that Thrustmaster T300 is a pretty good deal. If you can find it on sale, you know.
I want to think the Logitech G920 had a clutch pedal too.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
I think it does.
I had the G29, I think is what I had.
I'm trying to remember. It's been a little while since I had my Logitech.
Yeah.
I bought my Thrustmaster, so. But I want to say it had a clutch pedal.
Might be right. Might be thinking of another one I had.
I was gonna ask how that Russian knockoff force feedback, the direct drive one was coming there, Greg. But
well, the direct drive wheel is somewhere in Ukraine and going to stay. The pedals I've gotten, they're actually pretty doggone good.
Are they adjustable pedals and everything? I mean,
yeah, all kinds of adjustments on them.
Oh, that's cool.
They've been holding up real well. We're gonna have to give this back to Brown though, because they're fixing to go green.
And that they are, as a pace truck peels off down onto pit road, which means we're getting ready to go back to the green flag here with the 57 and the 10 getting things started off side by side. The 33, 27, and the 58 right there behind them, as well as there we go. Green flag is out as the 33 not going to waste any time on those new tires, trying to shuffle out to that far outside lane. He stayed in line for just a minute, but oh, the 33 on those cold tires getting a little slick. We saw that in the championship race that happened to him. Man, those cold tires just eating away, and Jess Vaught slipping and slipping and slipping.
Yeah, he went up high there and just stayed up there. And guys scrambled to kind of get around in there. A little bit of checkup, but everybody's got it sorted out. These guys are good drivers.
Yeah, I just know Jess is probably pretty angry right now. He's been
13 as well. Oh, the 28 getting snagged up in it there at the end as well. Oh, man, as we're going to head on down and get ourselves a caution here.
Wittenberg and Evans. Oh, no, Kyle Vaught involved in an accident as well. Don't know if that was secondary or...
There look like a couple of things happening out there on the track. We have to dive through it.
Oh, man. So there was going to be contact between the 55 and the 13 either way on the secondary part of that wreck. But, man, just watch this netcode as it whips that 13 machine around. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I think it was netcode all the way.
And 28 getting snagged up in there. That's how you see the 16 of Kyle Vaught getting tagged up in it as well. He did a pretty good job of saving it. Keeping it down there on the apron, but man, the 28 Rincon getting some heavy damage, 55, and that 13 as well. Oof. The Jack Dixon Racing team saying the 07's got a new undies camera coming up.
Oh, I got to see this one.
Up there against the wall. Ooh, goodness. Man, we're going to need to go from the front to the rear point of view, as that was a close miss. Oh, my goodness.
We're going to have to start calling that the diaper cam, because you probably should have one on.
The Huggies cam?
Yeah, the Huggies cam.
So reach
I'm
out
getting
to us.
into my age on that one, because I kind of need that sometimes. Some of these longer races.
Well, yeah.
It's horrible. The last 20 laps of a race, having to really pee because I'm old.
Well, I mean, this is just like the sudden surprise. I'm glad I didn't eat Mexican food camera type thing.
Oh my goodness. I've been searching for Florida, man. I can't find anything really up to date. It's really gone bad around Florida.
You're fired.
I think the disinformation campaign against Florida, they got something going on where they won't let you see real good Florida man stories,
It's censorship.
Yeah, there's no more regular Joes out there to watch. Wait, I didn't mean, what is a regular? We can't say regular Joe anymore. That doesn't make any sense. Just a regular person to look at a Florida man story. They're censoring us. It's probably that Zuckerberg fella.
If you look hard enough, you can probably find some really crazy stories out of Portland. That might be your next
Portland,
search.
Maine, or Portland, Oregon?
Or Oregon.
Portland, Oregon.
Nothing happens in Portland, Maine.
Yeah, Oregon. Where
They catch lobsters.
No, that's a whole. Yeah, that's on the other side.
That's
That's the other side, man. We're talking about the West Coast, where all the clowns are. It's like a clown show out there.
Back on the East Coast.
Yeah, those
Park boys and lobsters.
the best over there. I can get down with that. But this stuff that happens in Portland, Oregon, and California, it's just insanity, really. It doesn't represent me as a red-blooded American. I can assure you
I
that.
can hear eagles screaming over your head right now.
Can you?
I can visualize it.
I can feel it too.
Waving
See,
flag.
oh man, America's birthday's coming up. This is I'm so happy.
Hair on my arms is standing up.
I know.
America.
I'm gonna maybe break into some Lee Greenwood pretty soon.
Now, are you calling Turner the Eagle Whisperer? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, technically, it could be.
I can't handle both of y'all.
Yeah, somebody's got to love America, because I know if you watch the news, they don't like America. They think they're trying to turn us into communism. And that's not what we're about here. We're about freedom and the Constitution of the United States and our great military, who's bound to support that Constitution. Isn't that what you're supposed to do in the military? You uphold the Constitution of the United States.
My oath has not expired. I'm sure Greg's hasn't either. But
Negative. It has not.
Alan Brown, you got to rescue us from these two. I mean, what are we going to do with these folks?
What do you mean, what are we going to do with these folks?
All
Yeah,
right,
What do you mean by these folks? What? Huh?
What do you mean by you people?
Yeah, we're just hey, there's a little break in the race. I wanted to talk about how I love my country. Is that wrong? I don't want to be a communist. I don't want to eat fish heads and rice. I want to love America, race cars,
Talking bad about me yesterday when I was
Eagles. No, it was all for fun.
Oh, okay. So was this. I mean,
Yeah, this is fun. We're having the extra guy in the booth taking a load off me. I'm watching the ball game. I'm coming up with ideas in my head about
are you
how
watching the Rangers game?
I'm watching the Astros.
My son's at the Rangers game.
Is he? Well, that's cool.
That's what he said. He was going to try to go to it.
That's pretty good. Get married and then go to a ball game?
Yes, that's
I
not
don't know
bad.
what all they're doing.
That's the 57 and the 27 get lined up side by side here with the pace truck peeling off down onto pit road. Here we go back to green flag racing. You got the 27 up on that far outside lane against the wall, getting a great run down through turns 1 and 2, having a little bit of a help there as well from the 01 of Kelly Keel, maybe giving him a little bit of a push off that line. Meanwhile, we're going to be 3 wide here in the kind of mid-pack. Robert Chipman being taken 3 wide there for just a quick second. The 53 and the 18 there hunting him down, as well as the 7 of Jonah Long and the 33 continue their battle side by side. You can see the 29 of Mayberry there as well. with the 84 of Josh Bittner right here in the middle of this front group. Oh man, just look at the slicing and dicing going on.
This is some great racing action here. Oh, somebody's off there.
Oh, with a hard check. Oh, we got up towards the front as well. Got a couple people going off.
53, the 58, the 3.
58 trying to get back around. Didn't see Osborne behind him there. And that will bring out the yellow flag.
Yeah, and Chandler Paul was talking about it. There was 2 or 3 crashes, kind of, or checkups, or something was happening. So it kind of snowballed down the track there. I'm sure when you watch the replay, Brown, you'll see all kinds of mayhem.
That I am sure. You can see the 69 of Dickerson in the infield grass. Now let's see what. Oh, he got loose on his own and shuffled down into the grass there. But there was some action going around towards the tail end of the field here. I'm trying to see who it was. Oh, the 07 getting bumped by the 123 with an unsquare hit there down into the 3. Oh man, teammates getting beat up together there.
Let's say a special shout out to RBES Teacher out there on YouTube channel. That's Jonah. That's Jonah Long's grandma is here pulling for him, and Jonah right now in 4th position in that number 7 truck. So that's so awesome that they're real proud of Jonah. She says so. Thank you for being here.
Having a good race so far.
And, you know, meanwhile, we got a whole bunch of bodywork being banged out down there, Adam, on pit road. A whole bunch of people getting caught up in that multi-wreck accident. That was one of those where the gift just kept on giving.
Yeah, Chipman's down there, Paul, Rincon, Jack Dixon. But there'll probably be some more takers as well.
Raccoon still has a meatball flag. I don't know if...
Yeah, he may be done.
Yeah, I think he ran out of fast repairs, and he's getting that thing manually fixed. He might be down there a bit.
Yeah, well, meanwhile, let's go ahead and talk to another one of these drivers. Let's go ahead and talk to one of the members of Team Tang and talk to the 14 of Mr. Dustin with a Y, Dustin Eaton, on the prowl out there for Team Tang, just outside of that top 15 right now. And coming off of a pretty dang good season last season there, Dustin, and trying to find a way to possibly get this one started off with a good shot as well. But it's been pretty racy out there.
Oh, buddy, that one right there, that one got to me a little bit. Yeah, dude, we've been up there running. We're running a pretty good strategy. It kind of got messed up by a caution, but we were pushing. But I'll get back up there. No worries. It's a fun track, kind of hard to run.
And you got your buddy Jonah up there, Andrew Player's up there. You got a couple teammates in the mix that are in the top 5 right now. If you can get up there too, I'm sure y'all can work some magic together there.
Oh, definitely. We're definitely strategizing together, talking a lot, trying to, call out as much as we can. Unfortunately, that right there, I got to go back and look at it before I say anything, but, kind of got destroyed there. But, like I said, I'm going to work back up there, keep calm mind, positivity. Ooh. All that.
Right on, man.
Yeah. Is it enjoyable to watch so far, fellas?
I think so. Yeah, no, we love it, man. Season 6, race 1, kind of split this thing up, the NASCAR season in half, basically is what y'all did. Yeah, I think it's really been a fun one to watch. We've had a lot to talk about and getting real racy right about now.
Yeah, buddy, we're about to get back to it, but Nashville's a tough one, especially when you got a bunch of different skill levels out, and we'll see how it goes, man.
Awesome, man. Well,
good luck to you, man.
Yep, good luck
I appreciate
indeed.
it, fellas.
Get him back down there to his team of orangutans. Always good to have the ooh. I can't do it as good as him, man.
Don't ask me to do it.
No, I'm not doing that.
No.
Well, that's like your anti-call Greg. You're on the other team. You can't be doing any kind of orangutan noise. You're vigilante force guy. Do y'all have a sound or anything? Y'all have a secret
you'll have to ask
handshake?
Mayberry what he does. I mean, he runs that whole show.
It sounds like a large man eating a Subway sandwich. That's probably what they're saying.
We don't do Subway now. We do Jersey Mike's here.
There you go. That's a good choice. Good choice.
Man, speaking of a good choice, we got the 01 and the 27 getting things started off here up at the front as the pace car comes on down onto pit road. 18 in the 7. So you got those Team Tang. They're working well together up here up at the front. You also got the 84 and the 29 starting just outside of this top 5 here, as well as we go back to green flag racing, sending it off down into turns 1 and 2. The 27 and the 01 maintaining that side by side. Here comes that 7. Looked like he's trying to maybe take a peek and send it down through the middle, but electing not to do so right now, as the 27 gets a great run on that outside line to take control of the lead. The 7 now battling with the 01, the 18 with the 84, and the 29 of Mayberry. Like I said, he was racing really strong last season towards the end. He's looking, as he gets spun around by the 99.
Caution is out. 29, driver's side into the wall. I think it's still running. Let's see if he can spin it around.
I think so. I think it's just waiting for people to make their way on around, but oof, hard impact there for the 29 machine. Dave, you can put that one on me there, buddy. I was starting to talk about you.
Curse of the broadcaster.
Well, it's the curse of Brown, because I've talked about him all race long and nothing. So it's just Brown that's got the bad luck.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's not Brown. Why are we going to put it on Brown? He's doing all the hard work. We're over here having fun.
Sure.
He's actually having to hit the buttons and talk.
Well, at the same time, there was also an incident. The 11 and the 88 getting snagged up as the 57 was down there on the bottom. So it was a little bit of a squeeze play as the 88 started to go around. That started off due to a little bit of netcode there.
Goodness.
So we had a couple instances of some treacherous actions going on down there, and it looks like going to be about a 50-50 split coming on down into pit road.
Tim Pope came down, your race leader. I think he kind of started it here.
Yeah, Jonah Long, Andrew Player staying on out. Same thing with Albert Anderson and Jonathan Osborne. Dylan Bryant as well. Gallagher, Kyle Vaught. Dustin with a Y, Dustin Eaton, David Kelly, Earl Evans, David Fight. They're all electing to stay on out. So, hey, we'll call it a 33 staying out to 66 coming in.
Well, Greg,
not quite a 50-50.
Well, Greg, is that just guys kind of gambling, saying, well, we think there might be one more yellow, so we're going to go ahead and stay out here before we come down and get fuel?
Probably. I don't know that everybody took tires. I was kind of keeping an eye on Jess, and I don't think Jess Vaught took any tires on that one.
Ooh, you're giving out the secrets.
Oh,
not a secret. It's an observation. It's not a secret.
That's true. Everybody knows.
Y'all hear that, other teams? Y'all hear
that? So he's a traitor. We could. Oh, are you one of those guys that'll take
spreading disinformation?
Will you take $5 million from like the other team to help out the big guy? I mean.
10% to the big guy.
I mean, everybody's got a price, right, Greg?
I don't know about that, but again, I am just an observer tonight. I observe, I see, I talk about.
Observe and report.
Exactly. That's all I'm doing tonight.
What did they say? Silence is violence.
Yeah.
If you don't agree, then.
Yeah, you don't agree. Oh man, I'm telling you, some deers talking like you're from Portland or something. This country's going to hell, but that's fine. The silent people, the silent majority, will take control of everything and enjoy this iRacing stuff, which is amazing. This race has been fun. This league is, top notch. For those of y'all that are just joining us here, we like to have fun, but when the racing is serious, we get serious. We also kind of get goofy sometimes, but these guys here, Vigilante, are awesome.
It's probably worse. I'm sitting here pushing you and giving you ideas.
Yeah, I mean,
filling your head
yes.
full of stuff and what
You
got
are here
from
adding fuel to the fire, Greg, and so we'll blame it on you tonight.
That's what I'm here for, man. That's what I'm here for. I'll tell you what, this race has been exciting. I am really looking forward to next week. Chicago street course is going to be something totally different than any other track we've been to.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. I've never even seen it. I don't own it. I'm going to have to
Yeah, we're all gonna have to buy
purchase
it.
it. But
Yeah.
have you put any laps in, Greg? Have you done any?
I have done some practice. I put some laps in. I've got the track kind of down now. It's just fine tuning some things. So,
Oh,
but you guys know I like to turn right and left. So
You do.
I'm really kind of looking forward to this.
Is it as crazy as it sounds, running through the streets of Chicago? I mean, I'm afraid you're going to get hit with some bullets. Like, if you're heading too far south, in Chicago, you might get a couple rounds in the window while you're driving. So you got to be careful of that, too.
They didn't really do a good job simulating because you don't hear any gunshots when you're on the track.
Oh, well, that's terrible.
Stay north of Soldier Field, I guess, is kind of the dividing line.
That's probably a good idea. And don't go a certain way west either, because that's there's a whole nother thing going on out there. I know a little bit about Chicago. I've been there a few times, but crazy, dangerous place, but it's also a beautiful place.
Yeah.
It's going to be a crazy race. I have a feeling next week.
Meanwhile, the lights on this pace truck have turned on off. The 01 and the 7 machine getting things all re-kicked on off here up at the front with the 18 and the 99 sitting right there behind them. All these drivers trying to pick up a good finish here in the season opener, entering into that Geico restart zone we go, and off and running as we get back up to speed. The 01 with a great restart there, getting that pedal to the metal and up to speed very quickly down into turns 1 and 2. He's going to control the race lead. Meanwhile, the 7 Jonah Long filters into line there. Same thing with the 18, but he's going to battle with that 99 of Anderson. Here comes that 81 of Osborne, though, slicing and dicing his way. He's looking for an opening, trying to fight through a couple of these drivers and pick up some spots. 123 of John Gallagher up 25 spots on the day right now. Having a good battle with the 8 of Dylan Brandt, the 14 of Dustin Eaton, who we just talked to, trying to filter his way back on up through here, as well as the 16 of Kyle Vaught. Here comes that 13 Bad Luck Machine, Earl Evans. He's got that 27 of Timothy Pope coming around on his inside right now after
trouble in turn 1.
Around.
72, yeah.
Ooh, man.
Chandler Paul getting hammered there.
And Dave Mayberry as well getting involved in that one, taking a long ride through that infield grass.
Yeah,
Chandler Paul on the radio saying, "Hey, sorry guys, it just stepped out from underneath me."
Yeah, so like a self-spin. No, that's what I was going to mention there.
Sorry, buddy.
And then it looks like an after effect happened was Jess Bott got smoked by Larry Dickerson. That doesn't bode well for either one of those.
It does not. There was actually a whole lot of carnage there that didn't populate quite on my screen. As you can see here, the 72 sideways across the track. We'll slow this one down to quarter speed. As you can see, the 69 just trying to wrangle that thing back under control. Gets down into that 33 machine. The 72 up against that outside wall. 55 of Wittenberg trying to save that one from annihilation. Got the 82 machine stuck against the outside wall there, as well as, oh man, Mayberry tagging that inside wall pretty hard after taking a trip through that grass. And Greg, I didn't know a panel could break off like that and leave a pretty open wheel well, but at least he doesn't have to worry about suspension travel anymore.
Well, I mean, that new damage mode on these trucks does all kinds of things like that. It's kind of neat to watch. I really love them putting that feature in on the trucks, so pieces fly off and stay on the track, and you got to dodge around them. It makes it a whole lot more immersive and a whole lot cooler to watch on our part.
Yeah, you like watching it up here, but what about it when you're driving? You don't want to see parts of your truck falling off, do you?
Well, heck no.
Yeah.
But
That's why it's better up here. We're in the booth. We're safe. We don't have all the adrenaline. We can take
We got a window unit.
Yeah, Federal 15 brake if we have to. I mean, this is where it's at there, Greg. You still like getting down there in the mix with these guys.
Yeah, I would love to be down in the mix with these guys and playing down here and racing them, but This week, no. Next week, I'll be back in action and see how we can do with the street course.
Not only
Keep
do we
talking
have-
about it because you know I'm excited about it. So
We have a window unit. We're trying to get Brown to get us an air fryer up here in the booth too, so we can make cheese sticks and stuff while we're watching this race.
Yeah, do you like ranch or marinara with yours?
I'm a marinara guy.
Yeah.
oh
I
man,
like-
cheese sticks is marinara.
Yeah,
I agree. Okay, we're all on the same team
Now
then.
fried mushrooms is ranch.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. That's a good call.
and pizza crust. Dip pizza crust in the ranch.
I haven't done that one yet. I'm
That
gonna
one
try
I
that
enjoy.
out.
Y'all ever been to one of those walk-ons restaurants?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They make their cheese sticks, their marinara, their mozzarella sticks from scratch every day. Like they
Yeah.
chop them up and bread them and fry them every day.
Well, here in Tulsa, we have the 9th best pizzeria in the country, according to TripAdvisor. And they do,
Do you
instead
really?
of making the sticks, they take a slice of mozzarella and then bread that and fry it.
Oh,
So
I'd
it's
be down
just
to
a
eat that
stick
too.
with a big round piece of
A big
mozzarella. It was
patty.
amazing. And they make it fresh. I mean, the mozzarella is made fresh on site daily. So
Wow.
I'd enjoy that too. I think.
so when you
fancy.
come up there, Turner, we'll go to Andolini's and we'll enjoy.
Okay, I'm down
Oh,
for
that's
that.
at Andolini's.
Yeah, it's Andolini's.
Okay.
You've been to Andolini's, haven't you? One trip
No,
up
but
there?
I've heard everything about it though.
Probably from me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
and-
you have a truck painted like that, I think.
You and Eric. Eric told me a bunch about it, and
Oh,
Jimmy's
yeah.
told me about it.
It's a pretty good place.
Oh man,
Great challenge, John.
Tulsa's a great town. The resting place of one of my heroes, Bob
Sam
Wills.
Oh, I
Sam
thought you were going to go
Kinison.
Sam Kinison.
Sam Kinison, Bob Wills. Not only that, Leon Russell, one of my heroes. I mean, this just a
I was
who's
just
who
thinking
of
Sam Kinison because he always sounded angry, and that's
Yeah, I
his
know.
job.
I do love Sam Kinison. He's buried there at the same cemetery where all those guys are buried. Roy Clark, really awesome town, man. Tulsa is a cool place. My dad's born and raised in Tulsa, so it's near and dear to my heart.
Derek Welch saying, "What's up, guys? Thank you for joining us, Derek." And Brandon Pagano says, "That sounds great. Gabagool. You gotta order the gabagool when you go
Is
to
that
the
an Italian thing?
Italian place. That's a Jersey thing, I think. That's that cold cut meat that they make.
Yeah, I'm going to say I'm not going to go to Rome later this year and ask for gabagoo.
Gabagool.
They'll probably look at me funny.
Man, that sounds like some Sopranos or whatever.
Well,
you call
that's
it.
where I first heard it from.
I think
was
so.
when I watched that show. I'm like, what is that? And I Googled it. Yeah, it's like a popular cold cut thing that they do up there.
Here we go, Brown.
And that, indeed, as we get ready to go back to green flag action here with the 7. Getting things started off with his teammate, the 1800 player, to the outside. Coming on down to the wire here, closing in on the final 20 laps here of this race. As the 8 gets a great restart. The 8 now trying to filter on up through that bottom side here and get past the 18. The 27 is in tow. The 14 having a good battle. Oh no, there goes. Oh!
Ugh.
Jeremiah Burke saved it.
And
no,
then
the 49
the 49 didn't. Yep. And more wrecking behind them.
You started to
Yeah.
see that one brewing once when they were going 3 wide like that, and the 53 of Burke able to get that one back, but David Kelly not so much. Let's go ahead and take a look back here at what happened here between. Oh, we were going 4 wide almost with the 49 up against that outside wall.
Yeah, 4 wide does not work. 3 wide doesn't really work, but 4 wide sure does not work.
Yeah, they didn't take a mathematics class before they started this race here. Got a little Western there, but
This is why I
everybody
like-
wants. Go ahead, there, English.
Well, I was going to say, this is why I like to compare it to something like Miami, where 3 wide is possible, but not recommended, but 4 wide, you really can't do it.
Yeah, and that's just that aggression. we're close to the end of this thing, so they're getting real aggressive, and I get it. You want to get the most points for your buck here, first race of the season. So it is what it is. It still hadn't taken anything away from this race. This has been really good. And, I think we've seen this in a lot of different races. So the first season, you have a few newcomers. You're just working out even though they raced last week, they got new guys on board. Just trying to figure it out. In a full field, that's a lot of trucks out there.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say anything bad about the race. It's been really good. A few yellow flags here and there, but the racing's been great. It's a great start to the season. I'm still mad I'm not there, but I'll get over it eventually.
Tulsa guys know about the Woody Guthrie Center?
Woody Guthrie is a hero, too, of mine.
Brandon Pagano says that.
Been there to the center.
I haven't either.
It's sick.
I think it's fairly new.
Yeah, they got the Bob Dylan Center, too. Bob Dylan was influenced by the Tulsa sound. That's a thing. J.J. Cale. There was so much going on in Tulsa music scene.
I mean, Leon Russell was a Tulsa sound, period.
Oh, well, he started it. That guy basically invented it. That guy was amazing. Bob Wills before him with the Western Swing out of Tulsa, but really awesome history in Tulsa. If you're ever around Tulsa, Greg Klein could probably give you a tour personally. He's there all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I live here. So.
Yeah, I do, but I do love Tulsa. It's a super cool place, man.
It's a giant city. It really is.
It's not giant. It's a large city, though.
No,
Houston is giant.
Nashville's giant too. I've been there. It's giant. It's like New York. I thought it was in New York City.
No, Nashville has grown though.
Tulsa's only like 350,000 people. That's not that big.
It's just big enough. It's perfect,
Big Shreveport.
That's the way I think.
Just big enough. But the cool stuff like musically there, I really love it. Kane's Ballroom, you got to check that out if you're ever in Tulsa too.
Even sports fans. I mean, sports fans, you got AA baseball, you got, minor league hockey, you got indoor football.
That's the best, right? Oh, the Chili Bowl?
Chili Bowl's here every
the Chili
year.
Bowl race. Yeah.
Good luck getting tickets to that one.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
It's sold out for years.
Big, ain't it? Oh, is it really?
Yeah, they stay sold out. Because when you buy your tickets, the next season you have first shot at those seats again, and nobody ever says no to that.
Oh, so eventually people could just get blacked out.
Yeah.
I got you.
No, it is cool. You can buy like a pit pass, and you get into the pits, and you can go to all the different trailers and talk to the drivers and crew and all that. That's kind of cool. If you want to sit and watch the race, it's tough to do.
Well, luckily we're here, and there's no line. There's nothing. We're all getting to watch it together, tell stories, and watch this awesome race. So, getting down to the bottom of this thing here.
We should put these trucks on the Chili Bowl.
Wouldn't that be cool? I don't know how that
Don't you have
works.
to haul that dirt in there every time? Looks like we're going green.
And that we are. So the lights on the pace car turn on off as Pizza Man getting things started off in second place right beside the 8 of Dylan Bryant here as the field gets all lined back on up. The 23 Sean McDonald, the 123 Sean Gallagher up there, as well as the 84 and the 69 of Larry Dickerson, the Rowdy Milk Dud. I don't know how you get a nickname like that, but so be it. As the 8 gets a good jump there. Green flag is off and waving, closing in on that 20 laps to go mark. Running down through turns 1 and 2. You got the 013 and the 23 going side by side. 013 up against the wall. Ooh, maybe getting a little bit of piece of it there as well, but able to get the run. The 69 machine looking down low on the 84. 84 trying to do a little bit of a squeeze play there and force them way down to the bottom, but the 69 with that run able to get out in front. I thought maybe 84 could pick up maybe a little bit of a crossover action, but not quite able to get that action to stick. The 99 machine tucked into line behind the 01 and the 07 here as the 33 had just fought after getting all repaired up is back up and running inside of this top 10, going side by side here as these drivers head on down through turns 3 and 4.
These guys are racing like there's 20 laps to go. Oh, wait. That's all we got left. As the 58 and the 1 have a little bit of door-to-door
39 and the
contact.
10 just crashed in the infield.
No.
Not falling the yellow for that one, I guess.
No, it's down below the racing surface, so they will continue under green.
Well, the Rowdy Milk Dud, the 69, I thought he was more like the wild Kit Kat, you know. He's over here driving it like it was stolen, trying to make some spots up 21. So we'll see how he or what else.
The mischievous Almond Joy.
I was like that one.
I don't know what these don't make any sense.
That one was good, but look at all the racing now. Jack Dixon just got passed by Jess Vaught. Almost like a slide move with Jess. Jess is pressing really hard right now.
That he is. Anderson trying to sneak on by as well as there goes the 01 of Kelly Keel. And Osborne, as the 01 getting tagged in the back end there by Osborne just a little bit, taking the trip through the grass, trying to lock up the brakes before hitting the wall. Wow, just slid all the way down across. And unfortunately, that will be a penalty. I got a feeling Lori might be able to waive that.
Yeah, she should be. Kelly Keel probably is gonna get hit with an unsafe pit entry and a speed in the pits, but he did not stop. That was a result of a wreck, so they should be able to clear that. Should he get a black flag? I haven't seen one pop up yet. Oh no! The 53 just got spun out. He's backwards right there in turn 1. Yellow's out.
53 Jeremiah Burke getting all tipsy-turvy there. Oh, looks like Earl Evans getting involved in that one.
Earl Evans in the AAA broadcasting machine. Getting more camera time out there in the 13.
It's not always the best way to get camera time, though.
No, I can't. I'm sure he didn't intentionally hook him. I don't know what happened right there. It's hard to judge when you're not in the truck.
Yeah.
We do like to make assumptions, though, and then
some of us do.
So
yeah.
if you'd like to make an assumption and maybe cause like some kind of anger between the drivers, let's go ahead and feel free. A couple drivers coming down here.
I see Gallagher and Dickerson.
If you've got a set of tires left, this is the time to put them on.
Okay. See, that's the driver telling us. We don't know what's going on, English.
I really don't.
I've been so far removed from actually driving this. We've talked about it. Watched so many races, I think we gain a little experience watching them, but it's not the same as being in the vehicle and driving these things.
Well, my son asked me yesterday, he said, "Hey, what have you been into lately?" I said, "Well, we've been doing a bunch of broadcasting and stuff." He says, "Have you not been driving on iRacing?" I was like, "Oh, I can't tell you the last time I was on there. Besides a VRL practice race we did here a while back." He's like, "Oh, man," he couldn't believe it. I was like, "I can't believe you ain't been driving." We might have to get back into it, boys. If we can ever get a day off together, we can do some practice racing with these guys.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
Yeah.
I mean, easier for me. I'm not, broadcasting 5 nights a week. But
Right. Yeah.
Hit the like, subscribe button if you hadn't already. 5 nights a week, you can see racing. This league here, Vigilante Racing League. This is the premier iRacing league, and we have a few others that are really good too. So, we're not. This is not Bush League stuff. This is real, coveted iRacing leagues that we cover.
We got real race car drivers in here.
Yeah, there's a real race car driver in here, Braden Lassen, and he's probably one of the top tier guys, but there's other guys that are doing local stuff, which is really cool.
think Pope's a go-kart racer, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is. Was it just racing is in these guys' blood. It's a lot cheaper to do it here and practice here than it is on the track, isn't it?
English, you're also a go-kart racer because I've been go-kart racing with you.
Yeah, but I think I was the fastest one last time we were there. That's because Brown wasn't there. He wasn't there to beat me.
Yeah.
I think that's why I was the fastest.
Well, I'm also thinking with Brown, there's a weight advantage somewhere in there.
Yeah, I'm a fatty.
Yeah, I'm fattier.
I've lost 20 pounds, but I think Brown's still got the advantage. He's got the youth reflex advantage on me, and probably the weight advantage still. I'm still about 190, 197.
Yeah, that was me and, just out of high school, so.
But Brown's like 7 foot tall. How much you weigh, Brown? About a buck 60?
Not well since I don't know how much I weigh now, but when I was since my gym's been closed, I haven't been working out. I don't know. I did get up to about 185.
Okay, but you're so freaking tall. How tall? You're 6'4", 6'5"?
Yeah, 6'3".
6'3". Okay, I was close.
Now, here's the thing, though. We're doing bumper cars in this next shift, so I think I have the advantage in that due to being fattier.
Yeah.
Got the inertia.
You can hit a little harder.
Got the mass and the inertia.
There you go.
All good things.
Then you got to learn to jump just right into it so you hit a little bit harder.
Yeah, you got to shift your weight in the cart and smash them.
Exactly.
They're going to send somebody into the infirmary on the ship. Greg,
send them over the guardrail into the icy water below.
Oh,
I
no.
may or may not have given somebody a concussion last time I was on them. I'm not going to claim that, but it may have happened.
The chrome horn on
and they may have or not. They may have been or not a 7-year-old boy.
It was not that because I'm not that mean.
Yeah, don't hit the kids out there on the bumper cars. Come on.
Let's
Here we go.
Green, boys.
And that it is a Shelby Roberts out there saying, "Let's go, Brayton!" Cheering on Brayton Laster, the pizza man, trying to get on to this podium here tonight with 12 laps to go as we go back to that green flag. The 8 and the 23 getting things started off side by side down through turns 1 and 2. The 013 and the 84 having a great battle here as the 013 tries to filter his way on up through on that bottom line. Looks like maybe that outside lane, if you're trying to get some passes done here this late in the race, might be the place to do it. You can see there Jess Vaught also trying to circle his way back around after his couple of incidents that he was ended up in here as well. The 99 of Anderson as well as that 84 of Bittner, all fighting for some podium positions here tonight as this field kind of strings itself on out. You got the 7 of Jonah Long trying to fight his way up alongside the 27 of Timothy Pope. He's got his partner, the 18 of Andrew Player, right there as well. Ooh, as we got some slicing and dicing here. 11 laps left to go now as the 99 of America's Driver and the 013 of Brayton Laster go side by side battling for fourth.
Yeah, they've got hungry guys right behind them here, putting the pressure on.
I mean, this is full aggression now. If you've got anything left, this is when you use it. We're under 10 laps to go.
I love this kind of racing right here, boys.
Yeah, all the way through the field, too. Even back here in 21st place, Dixon is trying to tear through the field. And ahead of him, there's just a whole gaggle of cars just doing the same thing.
Well, Chachi's holding his own out there. Holding that outside line. Pizza Man right in behind him.
And there's a whole bunch of hungry drivers right there as well as here comes Timothy Pope down low trying to get around Pizza Man. You got the 14 of Andrew Player trying to filter on through as well. 14 of Eaton there. Oh man, this thing's getting slicey and dicey as the 8 machine continues to lead up here at the front. He's got the 23, the 84, and the 99 in tow. Jess Vaught slowly closing that gap back on up, trying to play Bridger here and bring this field back together.
A lot of chess moves going on right here in the middle of the pack. guys trying to choose a decent line to make some positions, but not run each other over. Kind of hard to do without trading some paint as the 69 and the 7 kind of get together a little bit there.
Yeah, well, there's just stuff happening all the way through the field. It's awesome to watch. 88 Mike Adamson's fighting it out too.
You just see that spot the 69 slid into between Chipman and Long. I didn't think you could fit a truck in there. Oh, as we got one down there on the apron. Looks like that's the 53 of Burke trying to just keep his laps in here as the 99 of Anderson falling off the top 3 pace just a little bit. The 33 of Vaught catching on up to him here as the laps continue to dwindle away. About 6 laps left. Almost snagging a piece of that outside wall, though, is the other all-star team driver as Jeremiah Burke looks like he's going down off the track again, trying to stay out of the way of these drivers. You got the 8 machine running very strong here, leading this race.
And these guys, I mean, the tires are worn out. They're tired. They've been going for a while. Now the aggression's knocked up. This is when the racing gets really good to me.
That's when the adrenaline starts pumping and stuff, right, Adam?
Yeah, you're ready to get this thing over with, one, but you're also ready to, see where you end up. You want to get the most spots you can because all these points count. They count towards the end of this season. So you really probably want to be in the top 10. If I was a driver, that's where I'd want to be. I mean, I don't know. The guys up front, though, that's a whole nother breed of animal up there.
Well, I mean, even you'd say that, but we're back here with the 55 Ricky Wittenberg in 27th. He's only about 7 seconds back from the lead, which, I mean, if you're talking about from first to up into the 20s, that means there's a whole bunch of people all lined up nose to tail here as we're going 3 wide with the 013, maybe looking down low on the 69. 69 plays a little bit of a blocker there, coming back down across the line. 3 laps left to go as Timothy Pope now trying to catch up and take a freight train down underneath that 33 of Jess Vaught, the 99 of Anderson trying to ride there with him, with the 81 of Osborne as well. Meanwhile, the 8 of Dylan Bryant makes his way down through turns 3 and 4. He can sniff it, he can smell it. Only 2 laps left to go in his Vigilante Racing League debut.
Little contact from a few of these drivers farther back in the pack, but let's stay with the front runners here. There's a lot going on up here in the mix.
Yeah,
There's a whole lot of good racing all through the field on this one.
There really is. You got the 58, the 07, and the 013 having a continued good battle out here as the 84 and the 23 try to hunt down that 8. Here comes that 23 with a pretty good run out of turn number 4, trying to get back up to that back bumper of Dylan Bryan as a white flag wave. So here we go. No matter what, this race will finish at the completion of this lap, heading on down through turns 1 and 2. The 23 in absolute push mode here, just getting back up to that bumper. Maybe it takes a little speed off of it down here through turns 3 and 4. Will he get a run off the quarter to maybe try to make it a drag race across the line? It will not come in time as the 8 of Dylan Bryant picks up the race win. 88 of Mike Adamson. He's going to finish this race with a side shuffle through the grass across the line. Oh, he was getting beaten.
Finish the race.
He was getting beaten and banged there in the mid-pack. Oof, goodness gracious.
And that was a fun ending. It was like a movie. We had the build up, like
the climax, the twist,
the little twist in the middle, right? And then the crescendo or whatever we call it, Pretty awesome. Yeah. I don't know how you could race with these guys, Greg. They are all really good, and you could see it there at the end. Really bunched together close.
Are you saying I'm not any good?
Well, no, because you told me last night how great you were. Actually, you told me you were like the best. But I'm just saying it's tough to. I guess that fuels more competitiveness, right? With racing with good guys.
That's the thing. These guys will bring out the competitive nature in you because they're all so good. They're all so talented, and it takes everything you got to run with them. Makes it fun for me.
Mr. English, because I know you're starting to type it up, it's going to be tonight's 14th place finisher. It's going to be your random draw driver of the evening.
I got Jonah Long.
Well, bam.
He's got a bunch of fans out there. I guess they wished him to get, at least get. Oh, you don't know how to type?
No. There it went that time.
Good job.
Thanks. I need all the help I can get. That means he'll get an interview, so stick around, Grandma.
Yeah, that indeed. Kind of calm things down a little bit here from Nashville Super Speedway. We can actually pull up tonight's 14th place finisher and our lucky dog or lucky draw driver. And that is going to be the number 7 machine of Mr. Jonah Long, picking up that lucky prize here tonight. And congratulations there, Jonah. Pretty solid way to start off the season. A good, up top 15 run here at the season opener of a very tricky track here at Nashville Super Speedway.
Yeah, man, it was feeling good, and I just messed up and lap in the 90s and hit the wall, and that just messed me up for the rest of the race. But it was a lot of fun.
Well, that's what this league is all about, is having fun and being competitive, and you guys are definitely that. There's not a bad driver out here, and you're one of those guys that is really solid, and you had a really good start finishing outside or starting outside row number 3. What was the biggest challenge out there? Was it a tire wear track? Because that's kind of how we felt coming into this.
I mean, some other guys might say that, and yeah, tire wear, other than super speedways, is always going to be a thing at tracks. But it really didn't feel like that to me. It was just just pushing yourself, seeing how fast you could go, and I was trying, and I had my moments where I was pushing towards the lead, and then I just sort of fell off. But yeah.
Well, you had a lot of fans out there, so who would you like to give some shout outs to there for the end of this thing?
Yeah, I first off like to shout out to Team Tang. They're just a great team, always so supportive, such a tight group. And shout out to Jess and Lori for putting this stuff on. They do a great job every season. And just shout out to all my family that watched, my mom, my grandma, my stepmom, and my grandpa.
Oh, you looking forward to next week? We got Chicago Street Course. Have you done got any practice laps in on that? And how you feeling about that one?
No practice laps. I'm really worried about that because I know it's a really bumpy track. But
Yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
All right.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations there, Jonah Long, with a top 15 finish and random draw driver of the day here, man. Congratulations and good luck with the upcoming season here, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
And with that, we'll move on up to our 3rd place finisher, the driver of the Chudzilla, Mr. Josh Bittner in the 84 machine, picking up the 3rd place podium spot, man. Josh, congratulations. Starting the season off very strong here tonight.
Thank you. I don't know how I did it after how many people ran into me and I ran into, but here we are.
Well, man, team ain't dead yet. You guys got a pretty solid lineup here, and I'm looking forward to what you guys can do here during the season. But let's talk about this race tonight. What was the biggest challenge out there? We talked a little bit about tire wear with Jonah, but what was your big thing out there? What was it? Traffic? Was it tire wear? What was your biggest concern? What was the first thing on your mind out there tonight on the track?
People putting it where they shouldn't, and people trying to cuss me out over the radio for no reason. I'd say that was our biggest issue, probably me biting my tongue. I think I did a pretty admirable job. But now, honestly, yeah, just navigating these restarts and keeping a cool head, because some of these guys were in over their heads. I mean, they poked it on me 4 wide. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do there besides roll over and die for them. And that's not my mantra. And I just don't think it should be anyone's really get there. It's not right to do that. There was a little bit of that. There wasn't a lot of respect tonight. It looked like throughout the field. I mean, heck, how many cautions do we have? I know it was whatever it was about 5 too many considering how we ended the races last year. And I mean, Greg, you could probably attest to this too. Just how much better I think the end of last season was, and hopefully some of these guys can straighten out. Some of these guys I haven't met before, but it was, I think that's a big key is just getting on the same page. Like, hey, on certain parts of the race, we need to it's situational. We need to not overdrive it too much because you still have 30 laps left or whatever. It's just goofy, honestly. Some of this.
Yeah, I agree on that. And you guys will learn too as we go along. The racing will get better; it always does. Next week we got Chicago Street Course. Have you done any laps on that, and what are you thinking about that one?
I've tried it a little bit in the truck. I'm really looking forward to it. I know the NASCAR race this weekend there is going to be a spectacle, I'm sure, if good or bad, if they even race there. But no, I'm really looking forward to it being a road course guy. I mean, Greg, I don't know if you tried it, but it's really going to be fun. It's flat, and we don't really run a lot of flat road courses.
It's also bumpy.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's fine streets of Chicago that my teammate Kyle Vaught must know all too well. I'm really looking forward to it and the challenge, just getting those braking zones right, hitting those apexes, because those apexes, this ain't Watkins Glen where if you miss the apex or you overdo it, you're hitting a curb or just going in the grass. This place, you undershoot the corner, you're hitting a concrete wall about 45-degree angle, and you're Dunzo, Washington for the race. So I'm looking forward to it. Hope everyone else is too.
Well, great job tonight. I can't wait to see if some of this bad blood boils over. It sounds like we have some people that need to be straightened out. We'll get to see hopefully that throughout the season. Who would you like to give some shout outs to? Good job tonight.
Thank you. First and foremost, shout out to girlfriend Peyton for watching as always. Chud Nation, Juniper, her dog, my dog Harley, Track Dogs Racing. I got some really fun stuff in the works coming up. I don't know if it'll be next week or next month, but I'm fixing to be hopping in a 4-cylinder on a dirt race enduro in real life.
All right.
Super stoked about that. Hopefully I get the GoPro. This track,
I want to see video.
Yes, sir. They don't have broadcasts for their races because they're old school like that, but I'm going to hopefully be able to get a GoPro and get some content out there on the Track Dogs Racing YouTube channel. I've started that up a couple months ago. They have a couple karting things on there, but I'm hoping to get that going. Of course, the rest of the Track Dogs, all the guys that we help make shirts for, merch for, like our Jack Dixon, Jonah Long, guys like that I really like supporting, and they're good guys. But also the rest of my team ain't dead yet. Ricky, Tim, Kyle, and Trevor, who was absent this week. Couldn't do it without him. It was a lot of fun tonight, regardless, guys. And of course, you guys for being up here and getting to enjoy this race, and or I hope you enjoyed it. And Lori and Jess for putting on another one. Looking forward to season 6. Keep the momentum roll from last season.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations for the 3rd place finish out there, Josh. A good start here to the season, and we look forward to seeing you and the Ain't Dead Yet team working well together here, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, boys. Appreciate it.
With that, we'll move on up to tonight's 2nd place finisher. That's going to be one of Canada's own, Mr. Sean McDonald, picking up a great finish here up into 2nd place, man. Sean, congratulations. You definitely fought hard for it, up 7 spots here on the day, kind of in that top 10 kind of mid-pack for a good chunk of this race, man. It looked like that was a heck of a lot of work.
Yeah, I almost felt that forward, to be honest with you. I think I was 3 laps down at one point there, and I was ready to give up, but I'm glad I didn't. So, yeah, thank you, guys.
Well, I want to speak for all of us when I say I am sorry for all the times we screwed your name up so far this season. Because reading is hard for us Americans. We're go to public school down here. But anyway,
You
the
actually do it
money,
better than most.
well, the money line Toyota Tundra was strong out there today. You had a lot of contact with a couple of other drivers out there tonight. The one fast repair thing kind of put some guys out of commission. But what was your biggest challenge out there tonight? We talked to a couple guys about tire wear, about lap traffic, about aggression. What was the biggest thing that you faced out there tonight on the track?
I'd say the biggest thing was definitely trying to stay out of trouble. After I was in trouble early there, I had to really mind what I was doing and where I could be aggressive, where I couldn't. And I love saving tires, so it kind of fits me.
So next week, Chicago Street Course. I know I'm looking forward to it. How about you? Are you looking forward to it? Have you got practice in? What are your thoughts on that race?
I haven't turned the lap, but I love road courses, so I'll practice a little bit here this week. And like I said, I love road courses, so if I can learn it here this week, I should be all right.
Well, you learned it tonight. Race 1 of season 6. Good job. You got a podium finish. Sets you up, for the season. Who would you like to give some shout outs to?
I just like to shout out the league. I don't have any teammates, so and you guys do a great job too. I always watch the race after. So yeah, thanks to you guys too.
Thanks, brother.
Awesome, man. Well, great job racing out there. Mr. Sean McDonald getting the job done here early on in the season with a good second place finish, man. Congratulations and good luck this upcoming season there, buddy.
Okay, thanks, you guys. Take care.
And with that, we move on up to tonight's race winner and VRL rookie, and getting his debut started off extremely good. That's going to be the number 8 of Mr. Dylan Bryant, picking up the race win here at Nashville Super Speedway, man. Congratulations there, Dylan, having a fantastic run, and man, oh man, that was some good racing to watch.
Oh yeah, man. Shit, man, I've been waiting to join the VRL for a few months now, and Albert started a team, and he's like, hey guys, we got a great league, and then he said that y'all was the broadcast guys and stuff too. So I was like, all right, man. So I didn't have any intentions of winning tonight. I was just trying to keep it clean, give space, and of course earn the respect of the other drivers that don't really know me. And I started figuring out the track, and I love line sensitive tracks where you got to use some brake and stuff. And I saved enough tires there at the end with the extra cautions and stuff, and yeah, I came out on top, man. And I'm like extremely pumped. Like if y'all was in our chat, man, I was screaming everything. So.
Well, I tell you what, to come out of the gate, first race in VRL, and to win at a technical track like this, where stuff like tire wear, braking points, all that kind of stuff matters, line choice. You definitely earn the respect of a lot of these guys that, I'm looking in the top 10 here, and I'm seeing a lot of guys that have been in this league for a long time.
Yeah.
And some of them you've raced with before, some of them you might not have, but I guarantee you're on their radar now. But give us a little insight here tonight. We saw some. We talked to a couple of the drivers about what their biggest concerns were on the track tonight: tire wear, lap traffic, aggression. What was the biggest challenge facing you out there tonight here at Nashville?
I'm good with the tire wear and stuff, and I knew it was going to be an issue, but the way that the cautions was falling and stuff, it was the gas. But my next concern was it's so hard to pass. I think passing, even with fresh tires, you got to pass them on the low side. Like you got to wait on them, and then you got to check up for them. You might get to run off the corner and be on the inside of them, but then you got to race them into 3, and then you can't run them over. So it was with fresh tires, you could get through the field, but not but not with the cautions back to back to back and stuff. And then the field is bunching up again and bunching up again. So I decided to stay out. That it was 43 laps that I had on my field run with the same tires, and so I would say just passing was the main thing. I had 2 sets of tires in the pits still, so so that goes to show that it was passing, even with the fresh tires. So.
Well, congratulations on the win, Dylan. I kind of wish I'd been able to run with you guys tonight, but I'll see you next week in Chicago Street Course. What are your thoughts on that one? I think that's going to be a crazy race. Have you got your practice in, and how do you think you're going to be able to handle that track?
I'm not the worst at road courses, but I wouldn't say I'm the best at it. So so I'm just gonna go up in there, try to race for the stage break points, just in case I completely miss some corners and destroy my car. But I will be practicing some, and hopefully I can at least get a top 5. I'd be good with a top 10. So.
Well, you sealed it tonight with a victory, so that was awesome. Who would you like to give some shout outs to?
Well, first and foremost, VRL. I've been following them for a few months now, and I was in the race chat every week with Albert and Burke and Larry, and just the way that Lori and them handles the league and runs the league. I'm attached to it, and they just outstanding folks, and I'm glad that they allowed us to pop in and start to run. And also a huge shout out to All Star Racing, everybody in there. Albert's an outstanding guy. Wish y'all know him good, and we got a killer lineup. It's Albert, myself, of course, Larry, Bert, Jake. Just a great crew, and they are good at other stuff than I am, like qualifying and stuff, and they try to help me out and stuff. And I'm just extremely grateful for the All-Star team, and then of course the sponsors. I think it's Blue Fox Properties. I think that's the sponsor, but shout out to them, and of course y'all guys. I mean, y'all do an outstanding job in the other leagues and stuff. I love y'all to death, and that's why I got y'all's logo on my chromed out Pepsi truck.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations there to Mr. Dylan Bryant, driver of the 8 All-Star Racing Machine, man. Congratulations. Picking up the race win here, starting the season off strong, man. And good luck to you and the rest of the team there, buddy.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you.
And with that, well, yeah, he just picked up a win in his debut. Wouldn't you be hooked?
Hell yeah, man. Good on him.
I mean, didn't win in my debut, and I'm pumped every time I win anyway.
That indeed, but that brings all the interviews and everything to a close here, fellas. And it was a fun and wild ride here at Nashville Super Speedway.
Greg, thank you so much for joining us, man. I hope you can be a part of a few more of these. We enjoyed having you in the booth.
Man, thank you guys for inviting me, because I always have a great time up here, and I mean, I would have rather been racing tonight, but this is the next best thing, and I enjoy hanging out with you guys, and man, it's a lot of fun doing these races with you.
Yeah, it was a fun one. A little treat with Greg tonight. We'll get to see you next week. Looking forward to that, Greg.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Chicago Street Course. I mean, I like road course racing. That one's going to be, I think, pretty entertaining.
I am too now. I wasn't interested in it until Greg talked it up, said, "Oh man, it's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to run it." And I've never seen it, so now I'm pumped about it.
Well, that's what I'm here for, to pump you up, get you excited.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, before things absolutely deteriorate around here, let's go ahead and tell everybody where their favorite driver finished up in this fantastic race, getting us started off with the 8 machine of Dylan Bryant picking up the race win. 23 of Sean McDonald having a pretty good run there himself as well, finishing there in second. And in third will be Josh Bittner to round out that podium for the 84 machine. 27 of Timothy Pope was just able to get out in front of Jess Vaught there to steal fourth away, but the 33 of Vaught able to fight back and get that 5th place position. So a good run from those two drivers. 81 Jonathan Osborne having a great run here as well, able to finish it in 6th. 7th will be America's driver. The 99 of Albert Anderson having a solid run in 7th. 8th will be the 69 of Larry Dickerson, up 19 spots, having a great run indeed down there, having a good race. Gonna also have the 14 of Dustin Eaton. He talked to him earlier on and said he needed to do some fighting, and he did so. Ended up inside of that top 10 in 9th, with the 18 of Andrew Player rounding out this field's top 10.
John Gallagher in the 123. Looks like your biggest mover here tonight, up 20 spots to finish here in 11th place. 88 of the silent assassin, Mike Adamson, finishing in 12th after starting outside row number 2, or inside row number 2 rather. Jack Dixon, your pole sitter tonight, one of our resident Canadians in the 07. He'll finish in 13th place. 14th will be Jonah Long in the 7 machine. The 013, Brayton Laster, the Pizza Man, will finish in 15th place. 16th will be Robert Chipman in the 58. The 16 of newcomer, rookie Kyle Vaught, finished right where he started. Mr. Consistency so far, finishing in 17th place. 18th place will be Earl Evans of the sponsored, not sponsored, AAA Broadcasting number 13 machine. The 01 of Kelly Keel will also finish where he started in 19th place. Rounding out your top 20, Andrew Cawthon in the 10 truck.
Yeah, right there in 21st, 82 Mike Average, 57 Russ Endicott, 22nd, 55 Ricky Wittenberg, 23rd. Chandler Paul, 24th. Michael Taylor in the 92 truck, 25th. David Kelly in the 49, ended up 26th. David Fight in the 1, 27th. Chad McCabe, 28th, Greg Dobson in 085, 29th, Deion Jones in the number 4, 30th, Jeremiah Burke, 31st, number 3, Austin Paul, 32nd. George Rincon had a rough night there. Number 28 truck ended up 33rd. And look at this, Greg, you'll probably enjoy this. The bottom of the list, the last man standing, number 29, Dave, the nickname Mayberry, in 34th. And thank you, Lori Vaught, for race control.
Yeah, that doesn't make me happy. I mean, I tease him, but I don't want to see him do that. But he had a rough night. Hopefully he comes back next week.
And that indeed. As always, we do thank you all for tuning in and watching, because you guys are the reason why we do this. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that way you get alerted every single time that we go live, so you don't miss a single second of the great race in action. And if you enjoy any of the race in action, be sure to hit that thumbs up button as well, so that way we can continue to grow this fantastic community that we got going on. I also have to say a huge thank you to Blue Fox Properties and Dave Mayberry. May not have gotten the best finish here tonight, but he'll get you a fantastic finish on that house of yours that you're looking up. So be sure to give him a call at 520-850-4189 if you're looking to buy or sell that house in the Tucson, Arizona area, or anywhere across the country. Be sure to give Dave a call and let his 18 years of experience go to work for you, because this housing market just getting crazier and crazier. Don't do it alone. Get yourself a good quality realtor today. So with that, we close things on down here from Nashville Super Speedway. Heading on up next, just some Friday night under the lights as always. I forget where we're going, but it should be a fantastic race. So don't delay and tune on into the NTRL late model series that they got going on Friday night, and it should be a fun time for all. But until then, I'm Alan Brown for Alan English and Adam Turner. and Greg Klein. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you later.
Yeah, thanks, Greg Klein, once again for joining us. Love a 4-man booth. We gone.
Hasta la bye-bye.
See ya.